Replay viewers, let's see who tunes on in. Darlene, first one into chat, and Boss F51, welcome. Good to see you, the ABX girl, and Ramona, welcome. Good to see you, Darlene and Din Din, welcome. Good to see you, Emily, welcome. Good to see you, Paul Greenwell. Good to see you. Good to see you, Michelle, out there in Oregon, and Chiladian, smoking if you got them. Good to see you, Arjan and Dave Jeffries in Niagara Falls, welcome. Good to see you, Dan Lee and Tanji, welcome. Good to see you, Ramona. Good to see you, Diana Lee. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Robojax is in London. Good to see you, Robojax. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Diana Lee. Good to see you, Chiladian. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Paul Greenwell. Good to see you there, Rouge Jones. Welcome. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Arjan. Good to see you, Michelle and Virginia Wedlake with a $5 super chat. Virginia Wedlake, welcome on into the show, and thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream and joining today's $5 club with a very generous $5 super chat. I am having a fantastic day, Virginia, and I'm going to entertain you for the next couple of hours. Thank you so much for the very generous super chat. Good to see you, Chiladi, and just made some fresh 420 brownies. Enjoy the brownies. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Robert T. Welcome. Good to see you, Robojax. Good to see you, Ramona. Good to see you, Mark Friedman. Welcome. Good to see you, Robojax. Good to see you, Ramona. Good to see you, Tanji. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, No Way Masti. Welcome. Good to see you, No Way. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Jose Torres. Way pa Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos, Jose Torres. Good to see you, Darlene. Good to see you, Tanji. Good to see you, TJ Owen. And I have catched up with the chat. Good to see everybody, people. Yesterday we did Prospect Park. Yesterday we did Central Park, so might as well today do Prospect Park. So that's what we shall do today. There is a cool art exhibition happening here at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden, so we're going to check that out today and wander the tree-lined paths, and then eventually, I guess, make my way over to probably Barclays Center so I could hop on the subway to go home. I, Don SS, welcome. Paul Greenwell chimes in with, it's supposed to rain in northeastern Ohio with a possibility of severe weather. Paul, please stay safe out there in northeast Ohio. Please stay safe out there with the severe weather. But good to see you, everybody. Let's get going. We got 50 people in the room, so I could activate the legs. Haven't been here in a while also. Look at the lawn. Oh my goodness. Now they got this really cool cross section of a tree over here. Good to see you, RJ. Welcome out there in Colorado. So we have here, let's see here, tree rings. As a tree grows, the caliber layer, blah, 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 blah. You could read all that and pause it. But we have here a really cool cross section of a tree. I've actually never seen a tree dissected like this before. It's really cool. And of course, please do not lift any part of the dissected tree, please. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Welcome. But today is a great day to come here to Prospect Park, Brooklyn Central Park. Now, this botanical garden opens up in the 19-teens, but the land that this botanical garden is on was always part of the original Prospect Park plan. So this is technically part of Prospect Park also. They always change this. They do such a great job of maintaining this. Let's tumble into the garden. Look at this newly mowed lawn here, and we could walk over this. So let's enjoy a nice walk on the lawn in the middle of Brooklyn. Perfect for tripping over, yeah. Robinson Lopes, good to see you. Boa tarde, Brazil. Boa tarde. What a lovely day. I am, and just for full disclosure, I am very tired this morning. Kind of woke up a little ahead of my alarm by a couple of hours in a panic thinking that my alarm wasn't set. So I kind of, yeah, I kind of woke up in a panic. So I am really tired. I am on like, I think 5 hours or 4 hours of sleep. So I'm a little tired, so I'm going to do my best. If I sound tired, sorry about that. But John Lore, this is a tumbling channel now? Yes, this is. Wait, am I allowed to be on here? They have signs posted. Sebastian Echkavera, welcome. Good to see you, John Lore. Let's see, is the lawn actually closed? Oh no, this is members night picnic. Oh, this is the picnic area. So tonight is a members night. And what that means is that you could stay in the Brooklyn Botanical Garden until after sunset. So this is where they have the picnic. That's pretty cool. Brian Bell, good to see you. Jeanette Trainer out there in Glasgow, welcome. No, sleep is not overrated. How am I my chipper self? I need sleep. Phyllis 2284, welcome. Good to see you, Darlene. No, it's true, Darlene, yeah. But I woke up like 2 hours ahead of my clock, so I woke up like stupid early. Legna, welcome. It is lovely. We got some really cool art here in the Botanical Garden that I have been meaning to make it up here for a while now. And so I figured yesterday we did Central Park, today we'll do Prospect Park. And I don't know about tomorrow. I do have something planned for tomorrow evening. But unfortunately, weather might be playing a role with what's going to happen tomorrow evening. So I really don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow for the live stream. And of course, Friday, Fireworks Friday, is now looking a lot better. Fireworks Friday, it's going to rain Friday morning. And the rain should be out of here with plenty of time for our fireworks. Good to see you, Nadine, welcome. Good to see you, Jerry. Brian Bell, good to see you. I'm sorry to hear that, Sebastian. I'm sorry that you're going to the hospital. Please, speedy recovery. But I'm really sorry that you're going to the hospital. I wish I could help. Love the different shades of green. Me too. Let's see here. The native flora garden is over in this direction here. The Brooklyn Botanical Garden. Yeah, you talk with the man. Din, it worked. Din, it definitely worked. And John Lore, no, sorry, John, I'm not going to the U.S. Open. Nick Donaldson's watching from Winnipeg, Canada. Good to see you up there in Winnipeg. You'll hear a plane fly over our heads once every like 2-3 minutes. That's because we are on the approach to LaGuardia Airport here in Prospect Park. Little pretty fountain, right? Look at this. Right away, it gets like super quiet. Strawberry Fields, good to see you. John Lore, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we're not going to go to... I know that was a heated discussion yesterday with me not going to U.S. Open. There's bound to be another live streamer who's going to go there. When we go back to Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, we're going to go there for the Unisphere, the Tent of Tomorrow, the Column of Jerash. We'll also see the Time Capsule, the Tent of Tomorrow, the Vatican Pavilion, and of course the panorama of New York City. Hello, there's already a new stream. Okay, welcome on into the show. Park is beautiful, clean, and calm. Yes, indeed. Denise, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. No, it wasn't hilarious. It was annoying. It was annoying. Guess we'll go to the Rose Garden too. Jair, good to see you. Welcome. I guess slow mode is not turned on, huh? Good to see you, Annie. Welcome. All right, slow mode is not in subscribers mode. It's not turned on, right? Is that it? Because the chat is moving fast. Chat is moving super fast. And it's extremely hard for me to keep up. I guess slow mode is not turned on. That's what made it funny after the fact. There you go. Tom in Vermont, good to see you. Yeah, it is amazing I have the whole park to myself. Yeah. There's a few people here. But, you know, it is a work day. So, no offense to the US Open account. Just wanted to clarify yesterday, that's all. Okay, well, yeah, not going to the US Open. Sorry about that. Yeah, don't see it on. Kind of strange. Yeah, it's okay. But, Nadine Smith with a $5 super chat. Nadine Smith, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. You spent a lot of time in his park when you was a kid. Awesome, Nadine. I hope I bring back some memories. But thank you so much, Nadine Smith, with the very generous $5 super chat. Also, thank you to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in the stunning 1080p. Good to see you there, William. Welcome. It says it's on. Okay, awesome. Slow mode's on for you. Okay. The game show on TV. No need for you. No need for me to show it. No, that's true. Sebastian, I'm sorry you have stomach pain. Speedy recovery, please. Speedy recovery. I wish I could do something here on my end. And if you're feeling sick in the hospital, having some issues in your home life, I wish I could help. The best I could do is create this live stream and give you guys a little bit of a distraction for the day. Good to see you, Bagels and Walks. Welcome, everyone. Follow Sean, Bagels and Walks, out there in the Upper East Side, a fantastic live streamer. And we are at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden today, Sean. Got a cool art exhibit happening out here, so that's what we're here to check. I was here during the springtime, yes indeed. There you go, Todd. Todd Scott, absolutely, Todd. Absolutely, Todd. Oh, I gotta watch this on replay and get my favorite liquor. I gotta get my favorite liquor. I'll sleep like a baby if I do that. If I watch the replay, if I 10 minutes in, I'll be already going to sleep. Look at this. Wow. Every season is beautiful. The thing, yeah, we came here in the springtime. We came here when in the winter for the lightscape, and of course when it snows, we'll be back in here. I really hope it snows. I'm missing my snowy walks in the parks. Cammy G, good to see you. Welcome. And Vaughn Williams from New Zealand, Kia ora. Absolutely, Margaret. Good to see you. Welcome on into the show. But Kia ora to everyone out there in New Zealand. That's right. Absolutely, Strawberry Fields. Marco from the future. Guten Tag. Yeah, this is a very pretty park. Had a lovely family from Germany. Lovely family from the Netherlands on my tour this morning. Had such a lovely tour. They left me with such good energy. Days like today, I'm very grateful for what I do for a living and good people. The snow walks are the best. I miss them. We might be having some signal issues, guys, so please bear with the signal. Train Watch, good to see you. Fairy Mary, hello, welcome. Might be having some signal blips here. Hopefully we could go into the rose garden. I want to show you a rose garden. There we go. Once again, oh, there it goes again. Oh, there it goes. Coming in and out right here. Okay. So it wants me to come right out here. Right? No, it doesn't like it over here. Okay. Let's see if we go into the rose garden. I know you guys still got audio. I'm like on the edge of something here. Yeah, you guys hear me still? All right, cool. Yeah, we're having issues with the signal. This is usually a spot where we've always had. I wanted to sing Only a Rose for you guys. There we go. I could sing Only a Rose. I could finally sing one of my favorite songs. Only a rose I give you, only a song dying away. Everybody's being so nice. Let me get some folding chairs. There you go. Yeah, we're in the landing pattern for LaGuardia Airport, so yeah, you got to hear some planes coming in every 2-3 minutes. But yeah, we're on the approach to LaGuardia here in Prospect Park. Yeah, the signal's bouncing around here, so let's get to more greener pastures. I mentioned that earlier, so I did mention that. If you're just tuning in, yeah. Mentioned that earlier as we were entering the park. This is the landing approach for LaGuardia. Does it smell nice? Yes, it does. It smells enchanting here in the Rose Garden. Absolutely gorgeous here in the Rose Garden. This rose garden here is very fragrant. It is beautifully laid out, Diana. Yeah, the rose garden here in the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, this whole garden is very lovely. So when you get to see as we go through it here, I know this back section here, the signal doesn't like being back here, so we're gonna head out to where I know I have a little bit better signal. We are having some signal issues, but take a drink, folks. We have a drinking game. If you're paying attention on the replay, take a drink. If you were paying attention, you know how the rules are. But this is the Cherry Esplanade right here. Look at this. Always gorgeous, even in the off season or the summer season. Usually we come here for the cherry blossoms. Remember when we were standing right here and we were staring at the cherry blossoms? Remember? Just a few months ago. And then look at this. I mean, how gorgeous this is. Michelle, I wish we had smell-o-vision. Look at this. I know, yeah, Cammy. Drink whatever you want, Cammy. Hey, remember that, Darlene? Look at all these little dragonflies. You guys see all the dragonflies here? This is my favorite statue because what is it? Living life, being a human. What is truly being a human? Well, this statue, this fountain tells us that. What better than to be a human than to ride a fish naked? Bluesy Vlogs, welcome. The beautiful flowers, lay. Dragonflies are some of your favorite animals? There you go. RoboJax, there you go. I don't know why the signal's being so fussy over here. Usually you have bugs out here. Hummer Sanchez. When we get into Prospect Park proper, probably see some frogs out there. I'll let you know. I'll live stream it. Les No said Kia or less. I don't know why the signal's being so fussy today. But it is. But it is. Oh well. We're gonna do our best. Yes, smell-o-vision. No, it is a good eye, but we're not broadcasting from the sewers, Marco. So RoboJax, good to see you. Absolutely. Ange. Everyone follow Yo Ange. Follow Ange and Joe and their coffee field adventures around New York City and beyond. Everyone follow Yo Ange. Great live streamer from the Upper West Side. I hope you and Joe are doing well on this splendid Wednesday.
Yes, it's very true. If you want to play some serious tennis, you don't want to site your tennis stadiums close to airports, because stadiums are they're designed for people to truly enjoy the fantastic sport of tennis. So when you make a tennis court, you don't want it near airports. But unfortunately, the Billie Jean King Tennis Center in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens, is unfortunately very close to LaGuardia Airport. So unfortunately, sometimes you will get some breaks into play when we try to get our U.S. Open. Now, Joe Djokovic used to say he didn't like airplanes in by the stadium there. They should put a no-fly zone there. But unfortunately, you know, some maybe 4 million people pass through LaGuardia Airport any given year, so you have to get these people through. So maybe in the future we maybe should be siting our tennis stadiums near airports, you know, because, you know, Wimbledon, sometimes the airplanes get very distracting for the tennis balls there, because the tennis balls need full concentration. When they fly through the air, the tennis ball has to fly true. So anyway, we'll watch out for the poisonous Pokemon coming up next on the live stream. Anyway, trying to keep the chat relevant. Anyway, exactly. Bluesy Vlogs. Every episode is like a Saturday Night Live sketch. Yes. Remember that, you know, you, the people commenting, you're like half the show. Even I'm not the main character. What's in front of us, the chat, and me all create this shared experience. Gotta catch them all. No, I'm not a sports host. No, definitely not. Pardon the grammar. Good to see you, photos. Good to see you, Carrie. Let's enter the Japanese Hill and Pond Garden. Jeffrey Lebowitz, I'm sorry about that, man. Sorry about having an annoying voice. Donalyn Pryor, good to see you. Okay, we have our first piece of art here in the park. Photos, absolutely. All right, we got our first piece of interesting sculpture art. Ooh. Oh, it looks way better in person than in just a photo. Let's see. Ooh, we have some wildlife on the sculpture here. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. My name is Dutch Moz, and this is Wild America. Ooh. That's cool.
That is cool. Wow. All right. That is cool. There's some more over here. Now, was that a herring? I think that was a herring. These things are cool. Let's frame this up. Let's frame this up for you guys. Look at that. Wow. That is cool. Are you getting a lot of screenshots of your collection, Darlene? Beautiful. All right, nice screenshots here. Really cool. I'm very excited about the about this winter's lightscape coming up. It's going to be a newly expanded experience from what I hear. I think they're going to finally utilize the entire garden. So the walkthrough for this winter is bound to be amazing. We will be here for that. This is really nice. Let's see if the turtles out. Let's see if the turtles are out. Let's see if the turtles are out. Nope. Oh no, we got one. We got one turtle. We got one. He's hanging out. We got one. Oh, these little sculptures, man. They're cool. I think we got some water lilies in here. It does remind me of water lilies, but there's some water lilies not that far from here that we're gonna see. But yeah, they're kind of reminiscent of water lilies. Just very interesting art. Evidently, there's gonna be some that are animated. So there's some that open and close. So we're gonna see those that open and close. Julie Ross, good to see you, Julie. Welcome on into the show. Oh yeah, that's a cool shot. Look at that. Let's frame that up. You got your tickets for the first day of Lightscape? For real? That's awesome. I don't even have my ticket for Lightscape yet. Ramona, you might be seeing it before me and the Duchess too. That's awesome. This art piece we're looking at right now, this is going to be here until I believe September. So we got a few more weeks on this. This is really cool. Yeah, I think they might be lit up, Cammy. I'm not sure. Yeah, they already are on sale, Jair. And they went on sale about a week or two ago. And from what they describe it's a newly expanded experience. I think they're going to utilize the entire garden this year instead of like 2/3 of it. So it's going to be a nice long walkthrough. Good to see you from Toronto, Neville. Beautiful day here today. Not too hot. Not too hot. get a little. Oh, here we go. Here is the art, Lotus Gold by Jean-Michel Osmo. Look at that. Okay. If you want to hear the artist talk about the art, scan the QR code right there. And maybe I'll do that on the replay when I watch this when I get home. All right.
You have to go see the turtle.
Good to see you there, Strawberry Fields. Welcome. Ooh, that herring is still on the art here. Let's see if we can get a really cool shot of that. Look at that. Wow. Nature, everybody. Nature. It's like he's almost part of the art. Plane coming into LaGuardia right up there. All right, let's head into the over where the kind of funky looking water. That water is actually pretty clean, Ed Allen. There's koi fish living in that. The cormorant approves of the art. Is it a cormorant? It's a cormorant. All right, thank you. We got confirmation from John Lore. I thought it was a herring, a blue herring. Cormorant, everyone. I got to learn my birds. But the cormorant approves of the artwork. I got another one over here. These things are cool. They're like all over the garden here. Stunning views, right, Diana? We're just warming up here. We're just warming up. So it's stainless steel and gold leaf that these are made of. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. A double-crested cormorant. Thank you so much, John. Good to see you, Nellie. Welcome. Sally Sipico. Welcome. A good experience indeed. Wow. This is lovely. And Coney Island Jim, I hope you had a great time at the feast. Hopefully I will be back at the feast later on this week. CB Earth Day, good to see you. You're more than welcome, Walter. Good to see you. Welcome on into the show. We're going to really go for a nice walk around Prospect today. We're starting out here in the Botanical Garden because we got this cool art piece here. Oh, the flowers are called Hypnosis. Interesting. Okay. It is kind of hypnotizing because they're made of steel and gold leaf. It was a quick visit. Need to get your ribeye. Okay. I heard that Lucy has fried calamar. Is that true? I want to get some fried calamar when I go back to the feast. Hypnosis, it's called. Interesting. Wow, we came here, this is Magnolia Plaza right here. During springtime, it looks so different than what it is right now. It was so colorful here. Oh, look at this. These aren't gold. These are not gold over here. These are silver. And here got some water lilies for Diana Lee. Don't get feast calamar? Okay. All right, I'll stick with the sausage and peppers. I'll get my calamari at Paul's daughter on Friday before the fireworks. This is beautiful. Yeah, much safer. Okay. Lucy has calamar. Your landlord loves it. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. Coney Island Jim's landlord likes the fried calamar from Lucy. I love how many dragonflies are out here. There's so many dragonflies out here right now. Hey, this is a screenshot paradise today. We got some beautiful screenshots today. And we're just starting. Your landlord's from Italy. Oh yeah, you want that little pond? Me too, CB. I would love to have this little pond in my backyard too. Live dangerously, my friend, I will. Esteban, good to see you. Yeah, different dragonflies with clear wings and black squares. Interesting. You miss Rocco's fried calamar? Never had Rocco's fried calamar. Jack Spencer, good to see you. Welcome. Let's see. Sometimes it was koi. I couldn't remember there were koi fish in this water a long time ago. I don't see any koi fish in there right now. There's koi fish in the Japanese hill and pond garden. They are koi over there. Wish you guys could smell this. The smell out here is wonderful right now. It's definitely very therapeutic to be out here today. Dragonfly is a symbol of good luck, new beginnings, and change. Ah. All right, so maybe I'm gonna have some good luck now, and I'll win the Mega Millions. or we'll finally get to 15,000 subscribers. Either way, it's all up here. I love weird art, and this is the epitome of weird art. What the hell is this? This is cool. I don't care what it is. It's cool. Let's read the plaque. Oh, this is branching out here. This is part of the branching out here. The heart of the tree, a personification of nature, is fundamental in Japanese mythology and Shintoism. Interesting. For more information, scan the QR code right there. Scan the QR code. It's art, baby. It's art. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so they got like two kind of art things going on here. But tonight is members night. Good to see you, British Grey. Welcome. Sulban art. There you go. Picard, good to see you. Oh, am I not supposed to walk on this? I may not be allowed to walk on the grass today. Bean scene. All right. Oh, I get it. Above us is the bean scene here. See the beans? Got the beans up there. This is a great community, Ramona. Have to agree. Very grateful. Very grateful for you guys. Oh, more weird art. Am I allowed to walk in this grass or not? I don't know if she was referring to me, but you know what? I'm gonna get close up here. I know I'm supposed to. I'm allowed. I think I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to walk in this. John Burke, good to see you. Welcome. We got more weird art. Jazz lady, good to see you. Your grandma had that kind of tree. Nice. What is this weird thing? Oh, I love the weird art. I love the weird art. I got to trip out on the artist. Oh, it says biophilia, balance, safety, music, art, wonder, curiosity, education, interesting. It's my right as a New Yorker to walk on the grass, yes. Ah, okay. Michelle King, welcome. We're having an issue with the signal, so please bear with the signal as we make our way around the park today. Don't know why we're having such issues with the signal, but these things happen. Signal minimums. You should still have audio, so that's good. So while the signal, while the image may buffer at times, you still have my audio, I'm pretty sure. Good to see you there, DeBailey. Welcome out there in London. It is August 23rd, 2023. It's 2:10 in the afternoon on this beautiful Wednesday here in New York City. We're at the signal minimums once again, which is a beautiful thing. Oh, it's happy birthday, John Lore. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday, John. Become a member of Dutch Moz Plus and I will sing your birthday for you. Got a little bit of a signal issue here. Is it really your birthday, or are people just saying that randomly? Are people saying that randomly? Happy birthday, John. If it is your birthday. Where's that animated one? I thought there was one that's 29's gonna be a good year. Okay, awesome. When I was 29, It was a very good year. It was a very good year for stiff wine and large beds to nap on when I was 29. When I was 31, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for live streams and YouTube drama. Anyway, we're getting deep today, kids. Where's that other? I wanted to see that other piece of art that, like, animated. Where's the animated one? I want to see the animated one. There was one that, like, opens and closes unless I was tripping out staring at the hypnosis. I guess not. Okay, I guess we saw all of them. I thought there was one that, like, spun around and opened and closed. Might have been tripping out watching that. Who knows? You wish it was the age of social media, so I feel like we all watch all the time is dodged a bullet. But then again, from the analog into the digital realm, so anyway. Getting a bad signal once again. Hopefully we'll get out of it. We are once again at signal minimums, even though we're directly in front. There it is. We're directly in front of a cell phone tower. I know Verizon's on that bad boy. I don't know about T-Mobile. But we got a cell tower right there. I tell you, doing live streams, I've learned so much how cellular technology works. And there is a great demonstration of early cell phone technology here on the AT&T Archives YouTube channel. Anyway, yeah, maybe it's only at night, Diana. Yeah, maybe. You got a point there, Diana. All right, let's head across the street and head into Prospect Park. Let's see, did we catch all of them? Let's see. We saw the one at the Fragrance Garden. We saw the ones at the Japanese Hill and Pond Garden. And we saw the ones at, okay, so we saw all of them. We did see all of them. So I guess what I saw online was, like, I was tripping out. And then we have this Power of Trees exhibition here. We did not see all of this, so we're gonna have to come back here and see the Power of Trees in a more comprehensive way. Good afternoon, George. Welcome. All right, let's head across the street. Gonna head across Flatbush Avenue. The reason why the Botanical Garden is here is because he had the semi-expressway called Flatbush Avenue cutting straight through the property that would become part of the park. Oh, we got the kids walking out. We will wait. Let's stare at the cell phone tower. Ah, same as it ever was. Welcome. Here's the cell phone tower, kids. Cammy, good to see you. If I missed you, welcome on into the show. We're about to walk into Prospect Park now. And Majors Minis, good to see you there, Jack. Everyone follow Majors_Minis over there on Instagram. Jack is a great artist from Southern Brooklyn. Just knocking them out of the park with his model historical buildings there. Just knocking it out of the ballpark, Jack. All right, are they gonna cross the dangerous ass street here? You know, I have so many memories right here because when I was a kid coming to Prospect Park and coming to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden, we would enter through this entrance right here. With the school bus will park pretty much right here, and we will wander in. Let's see here. Jean-Michel Autumnal Flowers of Hypnosis is going to be here till October. Why did I think of it was only going to be here until September? This is going to be here until October 22nd, everyone. So we're going to have to come back. All right, let's see. Ooh. What kind of dangerous ass street crossing are we about to do here? Did we just miss the light, or we just missed the light? Diana, you love that sky? Wait until we get into the park. I'll show you some beautiful views. But as we impatiently wait for the light here, we're about to cross Flatbush Avenue, but right here, this is where Empire Boulevard begins. As you see, it's called Malbone Centennial Way. Over 100 years ago, not that far from here, not that, maybe a couple hundred yards to my left, this is where the Malbone Street disaster happened. And the Malbone Street disaster is one of the worst transit disasters in history, in the world. Many people died when the train went very fast into a tight curve. And yeah, it was awful, awful tragedy. But this street used to be called Malbone Street. After that tragedy, it was renamed to Empire Boulevard. Mary Lily, good to see you. Welcome. Brian Davis, good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Happy Hump Day, Scott Chrysler. Good to see you. We're impatiently waiting to cross Flatbush Avenue here. All right, off to the races. Here we go. Gotta keep your head on a swivel in this intersection. You never know what's gonna be coming at you. All right, we have thankfully safely crossed Flatbush Avenue. Yeah, it's an interesting and very sad piece of history. All right, let's like really descend into the park here. Let's really descend into the park here. It is a beautiful day to be in Prospect Park. Is it hot outside? No, it's actually really nice out. The humidity is low and it's not hot. It's in like the low 80s today. So it's pretty comfortable out here. But for Nebul, here are the top 10 parks. Largest parks in New York City. Of course, Prospect Park not even on the list at 526 acres. Largest park in New York City is Pelham Bay Park. But there's a lot of history around here, yeah. I mean, of course, when people first visit Prospect Park, this is a very important site for the Battle of Brooklyn during the Revolutionary War. So when people first visit Prospect Park, the first section of Prospect Park opened up at around 1867. The full park was realized by around 1872, 1874, but we were still building landscapes and buildings here in the park as late as the 1890s and 19-teens. Frederick Lahr Olmsted Calvert Vaux, their working relationship is completely falling apart by the time Prospect Park is underway. And they never met physically together when designing this park. At this point, they're so fed up with each other that they co-designed this park through correspondence. So it was just basically letters back and forth. And the Hall and Oates of landscape architecture was falling apart by that time. And their formal working relationship does come to an end when their work on Prospect Park concludes. Chris MG Vlogs, good to see you. Everybody follow Chris MG Vlogs, great YouTuber from Grenada. I hope you're being safe out there. Hope you're safe out there in Trinidad and Grenada, or in Grenada. And I hope Din Din's safe out there in Trinidad. All my people out there in the Caribbean, I hope you all are being safe out there. We got a bunch of storms flaring up now. I'm getting very nervous about the next 2 months hurricane-wise, because it's my second hurricane season living on the water. So, watching the tropics very closely. But yeah, it was sad. Yeah, you know, like, you know, Calvert Vaux always felt like he played second fiddle to Frederick Lahr Olmsted. Frederick Lahr Olmsted had all the connections. And yeah, it was pretty sad. So, but we get Prospect Park and a couple of other developments I've been across the country. So it is what it is. Gonna make our way over to the kind of the main area. The Bethesda Terrace of the park is right over here. I don't think this area has a formal name, just the little landmarks within it. Also, by the time Prospect Park comes into being, the meaning and purpose of a green space like this is evolving quite rapidly. So you don't necessarily convene with nature by this point. You're more actively recreating and kind of moving around when you enter Prospect Park. Prospect Park was always a more active place compared to the first iteration of Central Park. Thanks for subscribing to Chris MG Vlogs. And there it is, 80 degrees with the wind blowing out east southeast is 4 miles an hour, and a relative humidity nice and low at just 34%. So super nice out here. So this area here is simply called the barbecue area. We do have some public barbecue pits in this space here. I remember in the 90s when this space was completely unused. So it's nice to see. The Alliance for Prospect Park does a fantastic job maintaining the park. So, and yes, there is a zoo here, Cammy. The zoo is just where we entered the park, just on the other side of this line of trees here. It's actually a quite small zoo, so probably not going to visit it anytime soon. You could go through that zoo in like 10 minutes, so not very exciting, but you never know. Maybe I'll have to go in here for some content. Good to see you, Paul McCain. Chicago's 17 degrees warmer than Brooklyn. Turn on the air conditioning. I certainly can't wait to go home. My beautiful wife is making pasta for dinner tonight, so looking forward to my wife's pasta. I really didn't eat lunch. I really don't have an appetite right now, so probably because I'm so tired. I'm really tired, guys. So now this area right here, this is Prospect Park's kind of Bethesda Terrace area here. I'm still hoping for the Alliance for Prospect Park to restore the fountains that used to be here. But they did restore the Pavilion, which we are coming up to right now. Jay Chulo, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Jay. Got this lovingly restored pavilion here, and then this leads you into that main area. I just always So happy they restored this. We almost lost this. It's nice that we have it. Like I think about this pavilion and places like Walt Disney World, and they like recreate this stuff. And here we got the real thing, over 100 years old. Marty, good to see you. Welcome. Exactly, Sean. Well, not a lot of people are here right now because it is a work day. So a lot of people are at work. And, but you know, anytime is really the best time. But you know, like right now, like when everyone's at work, it is, you know, early afternoon is always a great time to come here. When everyone's at work, it's always a little bit less crowded in these places. But look at the detail on here. Look at the work on this. I mean, it's just so nice. All of this restored. But I mean, we're really lucky to have this. Now, the next thing they got to restore is right out here. The old fountains are used today as planters, but there's a fountain. There's a fountain there. There's a fountain down there. There's another fountain over there. And this is your kind of Bethesda Terrace area right here. Benches, shade, all out here. Oh, Prospect Park was also empty today. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe it's like that weird in-between week before US Open comes around. Uh-oh, take a shot. But see, like this right here, this would have been a fountain. Hopefully they restore these. The paint is amazing. Yeah, beautiful pavilion, right? We're just lucky to have it. I mean, seriously, we're like so lucky that we were able to save that, and more importantly, restore it to what it was like when it was first built. You know, when we passed through those, you know, those reconstructions of those little shade areas in the middle of the ramble yesterday in Central Park, I am so happy to see that happen. So it's very exciting, very beautiful indeed. British gray. But yes, if you're playing along, folks, if you were paying attention at the beginning of the live stream. Here's Abraham Lincoln right down here. Making our way over to the Music Island. Off in this direction here is the Lafrac ice skating rink. You could also rent boats over here. And me and the Duchess got to come out here and rent a paddle boat for you guys. And we got to do a paddle boat live stream. We have to do that. But right over there is the Lafrac ice skating rink. And right here, as we pass, here is Abraham Lincoln. What's the oldest park in New York City? That's a good question, Leela. I actually don't know that. I don't know what the oldest park in New York City is. I'm gonna take a guess and say Bowling Green in Lower Manhattan. Bowling Green is probably the oldest formal park in New York City. Got lots of turtles over here. Right, Bowling Green, right? Lincoln's rocking out to that music probably. Lucas Gallant, welcome. Ooh. What's going on here? Bowling Green is the correct answer. Yay! It is Bowling Green. Okay, there you go. Right, the plaque does say that, right? Okay. Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. There you go. Bowling Green Park was established as a park on March 12th, 1733. Wow. Maybe a mom and a baby turtle, yeah. Maybe. Let's walk along the water here. And we're gonna gonna do my best to show you guys the 3 landscapes that are here in Prospect Park. Everything Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux couldn't do in Central Park, they did here in Prospect Park. Sorry, everything they couldn't do in Central Park, they did here in Prospect Park. So we have 3 distinct landscapes. We have the waterfront, we have the ravine and like kind of hilly area, and then we have the lawn. So we're gonna see all that. Great shot of the turtle. Brad Pitless, there you go. Cute turtles indeed, Mary McHugh. Oh, the baby turtle, Carrie, yes indeed. Well, we're gonna walk along this here. Park is so alive today over here. Look at this. Like, there's people here, but see, everyone gets their own little space. We have a little bit more space for everybody out here. You're always tuned into Dutch Turtle Time, Vaughn, do you? I mean, it's hard to imagine. We're in the middle of Brooklyn, and you get to see scenes like this. It's like it's almost too perfect. Just so nice out here. Good place to go fishing. Yeah, you can. Catch and release here in Prospect Park, but yes, you can go fishing here. Look at how magical this looks. Yeah, you love parks that are not crowded? Me too, Deb. Yeah, that's true. Out here, you really do feel like you're out away from the city. They were going for the Adirondacks here, you know? They were going for the Adirondacks when they designed all this. What do we have up here? We got this little muddy patch here. Little mud patch right here. Get around this. Not too bad though. Not too bad. You could easily navigate around that. It is relaxing to walk here, CB Earth Day, yeah. Especially on a day like today. It's like got low humidity. The sun feels really good. You know, it's chill. You know, it's not crowded at all. You could really meditate out here. Bobby, good to see you. Welcome. The ABX girl, welcome. Welcome everybody to the show as we walk. We're now officially in Prospect Park. Now, Prospect Park, while smaller than Central Park, Prospect Park does have more trees. There's roughly 70,000 trees within the confines of Prospect Park, not counting the Botanical Garden. So 70,000 trees, and some of those trees do date back to before the park was even built. So some of those trees do predate the park, which is incredible. We got some really old trees out here. But as we walk down, I mean, you get like these little vistas like this. Just magical. Just magical. Look at how pretty this is. Just wow. Look at that. How amazing is that? I mean, if you didn't hear the plane, you would think you were far away from that. But yes, there is a zoo here in Prospect Park. We were near the entrance to that zoo when we first entered the park. Kind of a boring zoo. Kind of very small and not really worth the money. I'd much rather just come to the Botanical Garden, coming here to the park, that's really all I need. Let me see. Did that pathway take me up? I want to go up and over. Actually, let's do this. Let's see this little vista here, and then I want to go up and over. I think I saw a pathway that will take me up. You know, after spending so much time in Prospect Park and Central Park, I could really kind of like wing it and kind of roughly know how to get around the landscape. So let's do that. Let's kind of backtrack a little bit. I saw where the pathway veered off, and I think it went up there. That's where we want to go. I want to take that footbridge over and take you to the lake. Good to see you, CMV Productions. Welcome to the show. Kind of backtrack a little bit here. I want to get up. I want to get up there. It is timeless. I mean, I have so many memories here. When I first started riding my bike long distances, this was the first place I ever went. I was barely 13, and I rode up here via Fort Hamilton Parkway, and yeah, and then after that I was hooked. I was always coming up here and finding little spots like over there to sit down next to the water and kind of just be away from people. Of course, a loop of the park is a workout. There is a pretty big hill over in the eastern, kind of the northeastern corner of the park, and it's a workout. So it's always nice to come here and get the blood flowing, get the sweat going. But on days like today, you could just really just wander around and feel so nice. Okay, right over here. This is what I was looking for. This little pathway here veers up. So I have a feeling this will take me up to the Wellhouse Drive. And that will take us up over the Wellhouse Bridge. But boy, I can't wait to walk here. Obviously, whenever we get good blizzards and anything like that, we will be here in Prospect Park. So stay tuned. Yeah, Sean, that's a great recommendation there. Absolutely. Always nice to grab yourself a little breakfast and then just wander around. Work off that breakfast, you know. That's a nice day, Sean. That is a fantastic day right there. See, so you see how different the landscape is? We were along the waterfront just down the hill. Now we're going up. And we're going to probably go up to the Wellhouse Drive here. And now we'll take us on a little overpass over the Lullwater. If you're following along on the map. The big difference between Prospect Park compared to Central Park is that you are allowed to cycle on all the pathways here in the park. So you could ride a bike right here on this pathway I'm walking on right now. You're not restricted to just the drives. So here comes the Wellhouse Bridge, which from what I've read, it is going under a bit of a restoration at the moment. Yeah, they got jazz nights, yeah. So this is the Wellhouse Drive. Just on the top of that hill is going to be a little kind of like a roundabout area. That's where you would have parked your carriage before continuing on into this area here. We're going to go over the Boathouse Drive bridge, and then we're going to make our way down to the lake, passing the Boathouse. And Nebul, bienvenue! Everybody follow Nebul, a great live streamer from the south of France. He goes live on Sundays. Good to see you, Nebul. I cannot get lost in any of the parks. It is impossible for me to get lost in these parks. So we were just down there just now. We were down there, we saw the view off in this direction here. Now we're above it. Well, no, Diana, I know where to go for sledding areas, but I don't think I'm going to be buying a sled. I really don't have space for it where I'm living right now, so. Here you might not want to follow the bikes because again, the bikes could go anywhere here in Prospect Park. Here's a great sledding area right here. Got a great little hill here. This is the Lookout Hill off in this direction. The second highest natural point in all of Brooklyn. And we come here in the wintertime. Usually we can see Coney Island from there, but because of all the foliage, we cannot see Coney. Cliff Padilla, good to see you. But over here at the top of the hill, coming into view, we're gonna have the Maryland 300, Maryland 400 Memorial. This is where the Maryland 400 held off the British troops during the Revolutionary War, and many men died on this hill right here. In the 1890s, they erected this monument. In the 1890s, they erected this monument here in honor of all these people, all these soldiers who died literally on this hill. They basically distracted the British Army on this hill while George Washington's Continental Army escapes across the Buttermilk Channel and eventually back into lower Manhattan. It's right there. Back in the day, that was the spot to get a picture. When photography first took hold, everybody had to have their picture next to that. But usually during the wintertime when it snows, this is where everybody goes sled riding, is right here. We can rent a sled, yeah, maybe we could rent a sled, yeah. maybe. It's okay, Robojacks. You know, Robojacks, World War I brought us back together again. So, you know, I always ask myself, why don't we celebrate Evacuation Day here in New York City anymore? And it's because of World War I. World War I, we stopped celebrating that because we found camaraderie and friendship with Great Britain after the First World War. So a lot of Revolutionary War kind of celebrations, you know, don't happen anymore. We're coming up to the anniversary of the Battle of Brooklyn, or the Battle of Long Island, and that's going to be the 27th of August. And there is going to be something happening up in Prospect Park. So not in Prospect Park, in Greenwood Cemetery, that I might cover. It all depends on my work schedule at the moment. I've been a little busy. That's why I'm so freaking tired. That's why I'm so tired. I know the views will be pretty great if I'm sledding. I know. There you go. Snowy Prospect Park. Thank you so much, Nibble. That's a walk around Prospect Park in the snow. Check out that replay right there that Nibble just put in the chat. Gennaro J, good to see you. Welcome. We're coming up to Prospect Park Lake, or Lake Prospect Park. I've seen it written both ways. I've also seen it dubbed as simply the lake, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was officially called that, because that's what they call the lake in Central Park, is simply the lake. But here is your lake waterfront. Exactly, Deb, exactly. I'm tired doing what I love, so it's a different kind of tired. I was gonna go home after work today, but I'm just gonna push through it, get this live stream out for you guys. There's another one, another live stream of Prospect Park in the snow. Thank you so much there, Nebo. Merci. This lake, completely man-made, filled with New York City tap water. But now the water comes down the Lullwater. The Lafrac ice skating rink is just over there, and then you have all of the lake here, or Lake Prospect Park right here. And this lake has even come a long way. In the 1970s and 80s, if you can imagine, there was a couple of cars dumped in this lake. And when the Alliance for Prospect Park started really coming into being in the early 1990s, late 1980s, they began to really turn around this park here. Just like the Central Park Conservancy out in Central Park, they have done wonders restoring this amazing landscape here. And doing so, they did remove a few cars from this lake. Right over here where the loud teacher is yelling is the well house. This is the well house, and the well house used to be a pumping house for the water tower that was on top of Lookout Hill. And Lookout Hill had this amazing water tower that you could have climbed up, and you would have gotten views all around the city, Manhattan, Coney Island. It was an amazing place. I wish they could have rebuilt it, but there would have been a tower, a well house water tower at the top of this hill here. But right about here, some more recent news happened. This is where we found an emaciated alligator. A few months ago, or many months ago now, we found a rather emaciated and weak alligator. Somebody dumped it right here. Who knows where it came from, but they did send it off to the Bronx Zoo, where unfortunately the alligator died a few weeks later. But guys, don't have turtle. I mean, don't have alligators as pets here in New York City. They might get a little bit too big and out of hand. But look at this. These turtles are having a great day. Look at that. They're just hanging out. Use your quick feet, kids. Did you hear that? Everyone has to go home and use your quick feet. Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, it was a bizarre story, Sean. Yeah. By the way, don't have wallabies either. We found a wallaby on the boardwalk in Coney Island. Somebody was showing it off. And I'm pretty sure, Jim, I'm pretty sure me and the Duchess saw that wallaby before Fireworks Friday, one of those weeks past. And it's kind of ridiculous, bringing exotic animals into the city. It's not fair to the animal. So Gothamist did an article on the trend of weird animals. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, if you're a tourist here in New York City or a native, don't take pictures with exotic animals, like you know, like large snakes and stuff like that. That's not like a New York traditional thing. And plus, you don't know what kind of life these animals do have. Now, if you do want to see a crazy snake or something like that, you know, check who's performing at the Coney Island Sideshow, because you might get some performers who have snakes, and I could assure you that the performers at Coney Island, USA take care of their animals properly, and it's not you're not fostering abuse of the animal. So, hey, John Capola, good to see you. I'm happy I'm making your day, Arjan. But yeah, check out the performers at Coney Island, USA. See who's performing, and you might get to see a snake charmer. So it's not far for animals. in that. No, it's not fair for animals or the ecosystem. Exactly, it's not fair. Yeah, our tradition is rats, pigeons, and the occasional raccoon. That is correct. That is correct. Let's make our way up the Lullwater and make our way to the Boathouse. You've been lurking? It's all good, John Capola. Don't work too hard. I worked this morning myself. K Pepper L, good to see you. Welcome. I think the teachers guiding that group of children up ahead, I don't think they exactly know where they're going, but they'll figure it out. They got 10 minutes to get to wherever they got to get to. Kids got to go home, or the parents got to ditch the kids for 5 days.
I need to drink my mimosa. My son can wait. I need to finish my mimosa.
It is. No, K Pepperell, it is illegal, but like, it's kind of a hard law to enforce. And unfortunately, people use these animals to do these kind of dumb picture opportunities. So I just always feel bad for the animals. But yeah, I'm pretty sure me and the Duchess saw that wallaby that was found on the boardwalk in Coney Island recently. It was like a day or two ago. Ugh. I hear kids screaming down there. I almost feel like I don't want to walk down this pathway. Awesome nibble. Ugh. Why are these kids screaming? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know if they're on this side or the other side. That's the other big problem. I don't know if they're... Let's just walk really slow. I want to go this way because it's pretty, but I don't want to go this way if there's loud children screaming. Brian Fortis, good to see you. Oh yeah, we're just gonna stare at the trees here. Oh, they are on the other side. They are on the other side. They sound very annoying. Oh, they're fishing. The kids are fishing. Okay, they're on the other side, so that's good. It is gathering a small group here. Oh, they got a fish. Yeah, they got a fish. All right. They got a fish, and they're really happy to get that fish.
That's crazy!
There's a guy on the boardwalk with a parrot and snake. Yeah, there's a few of those guys with parrots and snakes on the boardwalk. Could be a zombie attack? No. We don't have zombies here in Prospect Park. I remember when I could walk with a gimbal and nobody knew what the hell I was doing. Now it seems like everybody knows what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, making our way over to the boathouse. No, this fish did swim away. They actually threw the fish back into the water after they took a picture of it. I think we have catfish. Yeah, the kid said, "Oh my God, it's real. It's not a Tic Tac video." Good to see you, Rolo. Welcome. It's not a TikTok video. It's a real fish. Oh my God, it's alive. Snakes are at war memorials in Battery Park. Bum you out? Yes. Sean, I don't like that latest trend of people holding the snakes in that World War II memorial. I'm surprised they're allowed to vend there. There definitely needs to be some more enforcement. The vendors are getting out of hand. I'm not, for the people who say that I'm against immigrants or whatever making money, I'm not against that, but it has to be done in a respectful way. And to do it at World War II memorials is kind of tasteless and not very respectful. Oh, okay, so Prospect Park has some nice small and largemouth bass. Wow. Yeah, Ian, I've seen that too. Ian, actually, I've seen that in Central Park. I've seen that a few times, where little teenagers freak the hell out with squirrels. So, and squirrels are the most probably harmless animal, you know. So. Yeah, there has to be a balance with the vendors. And now that they're at like the war memorials in Battery Park, that's like super disrespectful. And you know, it gives New York a kind of a bad connotation when people who may want to go to those memorials to remember a loved one, you know, that's very disrespectful for those families, unfortunately. And you know, there's a reason why we keep them out of the 9/11 memorial. You know, because there was a moment where people were selling those 9/11 picture books in the memorial, and they had to go out there and put a stop to that. And you guys know how I feel about those 9/11 picture books. Don't buy those. If you ever see them, don't buy them. Welcome back, Cliff. Yeah, it looks cheap and disrespectful, and again, there's a better way to go about that. Again, I'm not against people trying to make money. I'm not against that at all, but there has to be a balance. People do want to see the plaques on the Brooklyn Bridge, and you know, and people do need to commute simply over the bridge. But then there's like the tasteless things like the 9/11 picture books that are like, you know, why you got to buy a picture book full of stolen photos, full of them. And also, you know, if you ever see one of those 9/11 picture books, it's written so poorly that, you know, yeah. So if you see those photo books, there is an official photo book that you could buy at the 9/11 memorial, and that money does go back to first responders and people who lost loved ones' families. So you could actually help the people who were affected out by buying an official book. Yeah, no, Cammy, absolutely. Strawberry Fields, that's a light way of putting it. Shawnee BS, where was I on 9/11? Just got home from work. I'm not going to really talk about my personal experience on September 11th. Just let it be known, I've said this many times. I worked downtown. Yeah, let's just leave it at that because the time is coming around. So, but I was working downtown, had to go back to work downtown. And we're not going to talk about my own personal experience, but I talked about it many times on these live streams. I was 21 years old, by the way, when September 11th happened, so I was very much an adult, and yeah, worked downtown at that time. It feels like forever ago, it feels like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's that time of year again. What was it, yesterday on the tour? Almost lost it because I was smelling welding. So... So, you know, always have to keep that in check. Oh, I've been to the Staten Island Memorial many times, Sean. Postcards, it's called. I've seen postcards many times. That's an incredible memorial. Here's this beautiful little bridge. And let's check out Let's check out the Boathouse. Yay. Here's the Boathouse, guys. Look how picturesque. Look how perfect it is. I believe this was designed by McKim, Mead and White, right? This is a very famous architect who designed this in the 1906, I want to say, 1909. That's what it smelled like downtown in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th. It smelled like welding and diesel fuel. So it triggers my PTSD whenever I smell welding sometimes. And it depends on how the welding is, because certain types of welding don't remind me of that smell as much as other types of welding. So, but welding and diesel, if it's just right, I kind of, sometimes I lose it. And it's perfectly fine, as my a psychiatrist told me, you know, I'm very comfortable with it. So this is not a private residence. This is home of the Audubon Society here in Prospect Park. So this is where you learn about all the bird wildlife here in the park. And this used to be a spot where you actually rented the boats, and then you would kind of go down here, and then you go down the Lullwater here. The Lullwater is now closed to those little paddle boats. Back in the day, you used to be able to take the paddle boat right in here. We can't do that anymore. But the lake is right down there. The Lullwater comes up underneath us, past the boathouse, kind of goes around the bend over there, down a little waterfall. And then we're gonna continue to walk up and follow the water. Burning Wood's your trigger? Sorry to hear that. Pam, good to see you. Let's continue to follow the water. And today we're going to go all the way up to its source. Carrie, New York is beautiful. Oh, postcards, it's at St. George. That's right. Staten Island. Right next to the ferry is the Staten Island September 11th Memorial. Got a little waterfall right up here. Let's see the waterfall. Got a little waterfall right over there. There's a little bridge that goes over that waterfall also. Yeah, unfortunately there are lots of conspiracy theories about September 11th. And as a tour guide, as a professional tour guide who's taken tourists many times down to the World Trade Center site, yeah, I always like to try to dispel all those conspiracy theories, which are quite a few. There's quite a few of them. But when it comes to the engineering of the original complex, it's quite simple what happened and what played out. So anyway, we have some wonderful memories about this waterfall. Me too. I usually have little picnics down there. That is man-made. Everything you see here is man-made. Everything you see here, just like Central Park, everything you see here is an engineered landscape. So this whole thing is completely made up here. So what Olmsted and Vaux did differently in this park than in Central Park is they used the terminal moraine to build the park. So the park is kind of like on 3 levels. So we started out at the bottom level, which was the lake. Now we're kind of like in the middle level, which is the Nethermead. The Nethermead is right here to our left-hand side. And in front of us, the Music Pagoda. But this is a kind of a naturalistic amphitheater. So you have your Music Pagoda right out here in front. And then you have this amazing lawn here. And this whole lawn is kind of tilted to this area here, and your upper classes would have their tables and picnic benches all right here in the shade. The regular folks will be out there, but as you see, there's a slight slope to this. So you have your band play right over there at the Music Pagoda, and then everybody enjoys the music right out here. So this whole thing is designed kind of like an outdoor amphitheater. In modern times, whenever we have concerts in here, we set up the stage like right in this area here. But look how pretty this is. Ooh, and we got a wedding happening. Some wedding photos being taken right there. Oh wait, no, not a wedding. I thought it was a lady in a dress putting out a blanket. Deb, yeah, somebody has recently used the Music Pagoda. There were some artists that were using the Music Pagoda recently for their kind of interactive music art that they were doing. So they had like a little brass band set up there while they had performers down here on the ground. And also there was a band by the name of Cookie Tongue, and Cookie Tongue performed at the Music Pagoda a few months ago also. But exactly, when people think of New York City, they think of it as concrete and buildings, and it's not that. It's not all just that. There's a lot more to New York. There's a lot of faces to New York. And that's why I like coming out here and showing you guys this. A couple of years ago, we had the opera for the trees right here, where we saw a truck get stuck in the mud. And now the water goes down the waterfall right over there. It goes behind the Music Pagoda, and then the water comes through this little area right here. This is called the Lullwater. And the Lullwater is a series of very short little waterfalls here. But we're still following the water all the way up to its source. We're now going to walk through the ravine coming up next. And there it is. A lovely little circuit of water right there. The Lullwater. So this comes down the ravine, around here, behind the Music Pagoda, down that little waterfall into the Lullwater, and then the lake is further down this way here. We're now going to continue into the ravine now. I love just following this water feature though, because it kind of takes you through all the three main landscapes of the park. Good to see you, Dave, in Bangor, Maine. Look at this. It's beautiful out here. Usually this is where everyone comes and walks their dogs. This is one lawn where you are allowed to have your dog off leash here in the park. So now we're gonna go into the terminal moraine. And the terminal moraine is the glacial high point of Long Island. And what Olmsted and Vaux did was they literally cut the park into that moraine. And that's what we're gonna do right now. So let's enjoy. We're gonna pass underneath the Nethermead arches, underneath the center drive. And the ravine is right here. The water is right down here. And we're following that. And we're gonna go up. up into the long meadow. So we're going to come and see the water right down there. You can hear the water. Just off to our right-hand side here. A little bit of park ASMR, yeah. Yeah, I want to go into the ravine area, but I could tell that my signal is like all over the place. There's a little waterfall in there that I like to show, but something tells me we're not going to have a signal around there. So I'm just going to stay here in the main drive, or main path. But we're making our way up into the long meadow. But we're still going to follow the water all the way to its source. So we're going to make our way to hopefully another waterfall. But now the water comes up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow this behind the turtle pond. Isn't this relaxing? This is a turtle pond here. There's a couple of these right here in the park. Little ASMR indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes. Gotta throw off the children. We're gonna take this other path over here. It is a real pretty day though in the park. Alright, we're gonna come to this little footbridge here. And there goes that signal. There goes that signal again. Good to see you, Lisa, UK girl. Welcome on into the show. Sorry about the signal, guys. Once we get past this little footbridge here, we should get our signal back. We are at signal minimums at the moment. Bloody hell, those kids are loud. We're now at the southern end of the long meadow. And hopefully we'll get this signal back to minimums here. Surprised the signal's not back yet. Usually out by this time. Usually he's back by this time. There we go. Up there, the picnic house. Look at a beautiful view of the picnic house right there. So this is the Long Meadow. The Long Meadow goes all the way up to Grand Army Plaza. Today we're going to go down towards 14th Street because my little mental battery is beginning to blink and I am really tired. It's a rainy day in Pittsburgh. Hopefully you stay dry out there, Jazz Lady. We're gonna follow this water feature all the way to its source. And then we're gonna exit the park at around 14th Street here in Brooklyn. And I am, like I mentioned earlier, I'm really tired. I had a pretty good tour this morning, but it was very high energy, and I woke up 2 hours ahead of my alarm, so I woke up really, really early, so I'm only on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So I'm a little tired. So I need to go home and eat some dinner and rest up for tomorrow for you guys. And if everything goes according to plan, we're gonna have a really fun live stream tomorrow, but weather is not looking good for tomorrow evening. So we'll see how the weather plays out for tomorrow. And we're now walking along the Turtle Pond, which there are a few of them. Got some ball fields up ahead. And Dog Beach is coming up. One of my favorite spots to go dog watching is at Dog Beach. All the luckiest dogs in Brooklyn come out to Prospect Park. Drink some fluids too, I will. Used to come to this park a lot when you lived in Crown Heights. Nice. Sunshine after the rain, welcome. Welcome to Prospect Park. And I got some fluids in my bag, so I'll drink something when I hop on the train to head on home. All right, Dog Beach coming up. Good to see you, Henry. Look, Brooklyn is bright today. The sun is nice and strong. And here is the infamous Dog Beach. Do we have dogs in the water? Do we have any lucky dogs in the water? I mean, what a cool spot to hang out if you're a dog.
Wrong way.
Look at this. Again, it's hard to imagine we're in Brooklyn, but we are in the middle of Brooklyn. Spot where the dogs convene with nature. I tell you, these are lucky dogs to be out here in Turtle Pond. There you see little Benji. Look at this lawn. Look at this lawn. Just amazing when you look at this, and we are completely surrounded by the city of Brooklyn right here. Right? Would your dog love that? I don't think there's a dog anywhere in the world who wouldn't love this. This incredible landscape here. You know, we come out here during the when it snows, and we see all this covered in snow, and come out here in the spring when everything is blooming. I mean, it's just so many different faces to this, and it's nice. But hit that like button, everyone. I see 155 likes and 170 of you watching. Can we get to 170 likes? Hit that like button. Oh, we just lost 5 people because they asked for likes. Like, oh, I'm tuning out. You would love to bring your Chihuahua here? Yeah. Be great if we could get up to 200 likes for the video, at least 200 likes. Hope to get some plane spotting done in full. We're gonna definitely do some plane spotting in the future, so stay tuned. Gonna definitely do some plane spotting. 158 likes I see. Come on, let's get to 165 at least. Gave me hearts there, sunshine. I appreciate that. I wish I could see that on Prism Live. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to see all that. Coming up to we're at about 9th Street now. And this is where the Prospect Park band shell is. This is where we have Celebrate Brooklyn, right here. We're up to 162 likes, or there's 169 of you watching. Keep on hitting that like button, people. Trying to find somebody else to do it. So it's, yeah, that's what sometimes it's kind of just like, we don't know. I think we're going to have a concert here in a few days. Now we are on the main drive. Yeah, we're pretty much in the British area. Yeah, this is the area they take over. This is the area that's occupied until 1783. Yeah, this is British occupied New York. George Washington's able to hold on to Manhattan. But here in Brooklyn, you know, we're under British control until until November 1789. So July 4th, 1776 means nothing to us. It's all about Evacuation Day, November 26th, 1789. But right here, Celebrate Brooklyn happens right here. They always have some great concerts out here. Here at the band shell. The Battle of Long Island or the Battle of Brooklyn, Ian? It's considered the Battle of Long Island or the Battle of Brooklyn. August 26th and 27th, 1776. So the anniversary is actually coming up in a few days. No wonder the park looks like England. Well, this is all engineering landscape here. So the land actually didn't look anything like this. And Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux wanted to pick a more informal park or garden than those ones found in England and in Europe. Was that George Hincapie? Oh man, George Hincapie. Oh my goodness. I mean, Battle Pass, that's the Dogan Oak. So the Dogan Oak is on the other side of Prospect Park. Yeah, that's where Battle Pass happens. That was part of the Battle of Brooklyn or Battle of Long Island. So that's where the American troops cut down this massive oak tree called the Dogan Oak, and they blocked the main road of the Flatbush Pass there, and that's literally right here in Prospect Park. But the British basically take another road and go around that. So that was kind of useless, but it evidently took years to dismantle that tree. The concerts in the park are fabulous. Celebrate Brooklyn. It's a great tradition here in Brooklyn. I see. Let's get 10 more likes. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 200 likes? That'll be fantastic. Hit that like button if you're just tuning in. Making our way out to Park Slope. But we've seen the Dogan Oak many times on the live stream, or the area of the Dogan Oak and Battle Pass here in Prospect Park many times. We kind of went in the opposite direction of that today. Now we're into the suburbs officially. Aloha, Liz. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Liz. Hope you're doing well. Had a lovely walk through the park here today. What if you like this nonsense? Make sure you hit that like button. Lets me know you care. It'll help more people find the broadcast. YouTube really likes that like button there. So as the children say, you smash the like button like you're smashing a TV set. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Ian. You know, Cammie, I would love to see Ken Burns or Rick Burns do a documentary about either Prospect Park, Central Park, or even just the Olmsted and Vaux working relationship with all the different projects they worked on across the United States. I find those two people very fascinating, and it's really cool seeing how their work evolved over the couple of decades that they worked together. So another great story. I mean, I'm surprised that there's no. I was thinking about this today again. Like, I'm surprised there's no proper movie of the building of Central Park, Prospect Park, Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, there's no like. I guess the Brooklyn Bridge does have a documentary, but like, it needs. I'm surprised it doesn't have like a drama, And of course, Prospect Park, Central Park. are two amazing stories within themselves. Activity 79, good to see you, welcome. You're amazed by the roads of American Northeast repeatedly created by old Indian trails. Yeah, Ian, it was usually, the Indian trails are probably like they were like the best way to navigate. So that's why we use those old Indian trails. And even here in New York City, especially in Staten Island, a lot of the main roads in Staten Island are old Indian trails because it was simply the best way. Back to reality. Oh, I know there's a great documentary about the gates of Central Park. Yes, indeed. That was part of the Gates Project, that documentary. It's available for free on Tubi. So, if you have Tubi or Tubi, whatever the hell it's called, yeah, check it out. Here, let's get a closing shot here for everybody, because this is where I'm gonna hop on the train and head on home, because Dutch Maz is tired. Dutch Maz is officially out of it. I have no more energy to give you guys. But I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this beautiful walk through Prospect Park and the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the Dutch Maz Family of Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name at Dutch Maz. And here on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm gonna go live next. I will enjoy my pasta RoboJacks. But from Prospect Park, this is Dutch Maz signing off. Have a fantastic Brooklyn day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish those moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.